Meow. Hello everyone, welcome to another video. My name is Philip, I'm also known as PS or PS Enough. Today we will be talking about having a demo, or watching a demo, having a beer, not having a demo while watching a beer, although that could be done, but it wouldn't be as exciting, I believe. On these normal videos of watching a demo, having a beer, we usually talk about the beer that we are drinking right now and the demo that it reminds us of. In this case, in particular, I want to tell you about my weekend. So my weekend was a very nice weekend. I went the weekend to Berlin. And on Berlin, I went there to meet up with some guys from Warlight, which is a game that I play. It's like a Risk clone. You can see the cat there on top of the projector. She does this a lot. The other day she turned it on while I was asleep. So that's what you get at my place. Cat on top of projector. Anyways, went to Berlin, meet up with some Warlight guys. We played a few games. Had a nice time. Was like a whole weekend kind of thing. And we did a beer tasting event with 8 beers, different kind of beers from all over Germany. Most of them were Pilsners. There's, I think, 1 or 2 that were made of wheat, Weiss beer, as they call it in Germany. But overall, we were tasting like commercial beers that people usually buy at the supermarket there in Germany. I tasted a few of them. They were all right. I liked the non-bitter ones as much. So that was a nice event, but it's not really my craft beer kind of thing. So the next day we ended up going sightseeing a little bit. And we went to see the Berlin Wall Memorial. On our way there we found 2 craft beer places. One was Mikkeller, whose beers I already mentioned a few times on these videos before. Which is a pretty good brand. We liked the Mikkeller's beers. Unfortunately, the place was still closed because it was still rather early. But we kept on walking, and then we found Brewdog Berlin. And Brewdog Berlin was opening quite soon. It was close to noon. So we hung that around a little bit, and we went to Brewdog Berlin when it opened. They also served food there, so it was great. We had a little breakfast beer and breakfast pizza, and they have, I think, 25 taps or 30 taps there, something ridiculous like that. Great to see Punk IPA on tap, great to see, and one of them, the first beer that I tasted there was called Tokyo with an asterisk at the end, and it's a very strong beer. It's like 16%. But it's really good. It's a special stout, special Imperial stout, I believe. And it has this range of flavors, and it's completely soft and mellow, but very strong. It's very hard to describe. I'm probably, when I say soft and mellow, I'm probably not coming across as I would like. But I really loved it. It was a great beer. Finally got to taste it. Here in Portugal, when we see a bottle, it's like 15 euros or something like that. It's very expensive. And there, it was on tap. And it was like 5 euros or something like that for 20 centiliters. So I had to try it. I tried it. It was great. So that was the highlight of my Berlin trip. So yeah, how does this relate to the demo scene? So for first we were at Berlin and we saw the Berlin Wall Memorial. So I need to find a demo for that, and the demo that fits better into that is one by a group called LKCC. So LKCC, when I was talking with Pixter a few years back, he told me the story behind LKCC, and it was part of a group from East Berlin, like a computer group from East Berlin, while they still had the wall. So they had this computer group there. Well, I think it was still when they had the wall. Well, late 90s, I think so. I think the wall was down on the 90s. Well, I was at the Berlin Wall Memorial, so I should know. But I don't. That's how good I am with dates. Anyways, they had this group on East Berlin of people who were into computers. And these kids, kept track of each other and did some activities. They did some illegal cracking in the 80s. Then they went to sleep for a little while as an activity as a group. And a few years later, after Pixter graduated from university and stuff, he picked up the brand again and he started doing demos with them. And one of the demos that he did was an invitation for a Berlin meeting, which was called Fern, I believe. I hope. Let me confirm real quick. Yeah, Fern was a meeting for a Berlin scene meeting. Was the invitation for the Berlin scene meeting in 2004. It was released at Evoke 2004. So you will see Fern by LKCC and Bauknecht. And to complement the fact that I had my little Tokyo at Brewdog, we will pick the demo called Tokyo by Explosive and I believe Rotterfleck as well. I believe Rotterfleck was the group of the people who made the soundtrack. Let me confirm real quick. Yeah, Explosive and Rotterfleck. So, which was a very good demo. Was first place at Euskal 2006. Very clean, very, very nice and mellow. Not quite like the beer, because the beer is dark, although it is also kind of mellow. And yeah, so it kind of relates. Not exactly, but kind of. So yeah. Enjoy these two demos. See you next time. Bye everyone. Take care. Here's a cat on a projector.